Hello everybody. The DLC came out last night and I started playing it as soon as I can. So in this video I'll be showing you how to get to the first boss in the DLC, as well as a couple items along the way, just because. Let's hope it doesn't become too long of a video. Well, let's get started. At the cocoon, talk to leader.
Were you guided here by kindly Mikola? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Mikola the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Mikola's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
After you finish talking to her, walk up to the arm and get banished to the shadow realm. Now that we're here, Jimbo, we have to make our way out of this cave, so head up the stairs and just keep heading straight. Once you exit the cave, you'll see one of the most beautiful sights in the game. Head on down to the Grace. We need to get the map, so we have to go east a bit and collect it. Along the way is the first enemy of the DLC, so I decided to fight it. It went horribly and I got walloped, but I won. Go down and get the map. Once you got the map, head north through the town, and up on your right is a hefty cracked pot. Down the path and past the gate. On the right will be another Grace. You can see in the distance the giant fire monster from the preview. I tried to fight it and it went horribly. I died like 6 times. I tried to run past it, also didn't work. We need to get into the giant gate behind it, so hug the right side and go around it. You'll come across a cross and a Grace. Get the grass and talk to Frazier.
Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Won't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own. Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's footprints.
Once you finish talking to her, get the Scadutre fragment and touch the cross. The first cross is the first flesh of his body. Also collect the Empyrean blood burgeon. Now head west and go through the gate. Make your way up to the Grace that will be on your left with another cross. There will be 2 NPCs here. Talk to the one next to the cross first.
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in service to Lord Moog, but now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Mikola. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me, which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation, to discern tender Mikola's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use. May I request a service of you? 6 crosses identical to this one have been discovered in these lands. They are akin to tender Mikola's footprints, or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. If you discover any more crosses, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikola is doing here.
After that, touch the cross. Then collect the stuff around it and talk to Moore. He'll sell you some stuff. And I have to be honest, because of Dark Souls 3, I believe this is patches. Anyway, after talking to them, go up the large set of stairs and open the giant door at the top. From here, head up the stairs. A giant scorpion will drop down at the top of the stairs. It doesn't have as much health as I initially thought. It's quite an easy enemy, but I'll mostly be casting lightning. Anyway, once you dispatch that scorpion, head through the door. There will be a lot of smaller scorpions. I used Moog's spear for this because they were so gathered. but they don't have a lot of health. So just whack them. There will be a few stragglers that didn't come down to attack you, so keep an eye out. Then head up the stairs, and there's another giant scorpion. Defeat that. And then at the bottom of the stairs is a statue with revered spirit ashes. After that, go behind the statue and collect the Shadow Rune one. Then head up the stairs again and go through the door. Head up the stairs, and at about halfway up a scorpion will be on your right. Dispatch it and continue up the stairs. Once outside, head up the stairs and on your left is a grace. Once you got it, rest, if you need to. Then head east and go out to this courtyard. These big guys holding cleavers are actually quite difficult. They're over the head swing, can one hit me? So if you have low health or poise, I recommend casting spells from afar. Once you defeat that one, head up the stairs and head left. There will be guys casting magic up top, so wait a second, and a big guy will come out from the path on the right. Kill him and his follower. And then head into that path. There will be another big guy at the back left of the area. You can defeat him or leave him be. As long as you don't go too close to him, it should be fine. After a moment, another big guy and a follower will come down the path. Defeat them and quickly run up the path, and before the stairs a shadow guy will come up behind you. Defeat him and head up the stairs. To the right up the stairs is yet another big guy, hiding and waiting for you. Defeat him to show dominance. Then at the back is yet another. Defeat him as well. Once that's done, head in the door on the left. Go up the stairs and get the grace at the top, then rest. He's out the door and go left and defeat the two enemies on the bridge for revenge. After that, head to the right and go up the stairs. There will be a very difficult enemy walking about. You can either defeat him or wait for him to pass by and head to the right. If you defeat him, head left and take a right at the top of the stairs. Then on your left will be an enemy that jumps out around a corner. Defeat him and take a left, and defeat the enemy in the path. On your right will be an enemy that will jump out around the corner again. Defeat him and keep heading straight. Go up on the house on the left if you cast spells. Then cast spells at the big guys on the ground. There are two right by each other, and a third one down by the waterfall. You have to defeat the first two so they don't chase you. However, you can leave the third one if you want. If you defeat the third one, a guy will come up behind you by the waterfall to attack you. Once you dispatch them, head into the room on the right. There will be two enemies in there and a ladder. Defeat them and then head on up. At the top you'll get the storeroom key, which we'll talk about later. Then head out of the room. Then turn left and go around the building and jump onto the roof. And go to the edge of the roof. Then jump onto the walkway. Then head to the right. Defeat the two enemies in the room and collect the well depths key, which we'll also talk about later. After that, make your way back to stairs and head up the stairs. Turn left at the top and then left again. Then head down the stairs and go down the elevator. At the bottom of the elevator, pull the lever. It'll open a shortcut from the first grace. After that, rest if you need to, then head up the elevator. Go to the right. On the left is a bunch of scorpions and a few items. On the right is a few birds. Dispatch them or run past them, though I don't know how well that would work, to be honest. The birds attack similar to the birds in the base game, so it shouldn't be too hard. After all, the birds on the right will be a guy holding a pot. We don't tolerate that, so kill him. Then there will be a difficult enemy on the bridge. You can either kill him or drop down into the sewer water. I'll drop down into the sewer. I'm so glad he knew what I wanted. Anyway, down here are quite a bit of face huggers. If you're down here, head northeast to the back. Kill a few of the bugs and then make your way inside. Then head up the ladder. There will be two big guys up there, so defeat them. Then head on outside. At this point, I have no heals left and realize I should have rested at the grace when I got the shortcut. So I'll be bum rushing through. Anyway, head straight, and on your left will be a big guy. Defeat him or run past him. Head straight and run to the back. Ignore all the enemies or defeat them if you want. There will be revered ashes at the statue. head inside the big door, and then go to the left and run up the stairs. There will be a gymnast on the stairs. I decided to run past him because I'd die. Run up the next set of stairs and at the top will be a grace. Reset if you can, or die by the dancer reskin. Then when you respawn, collect your runes and summon Frazier. Now we're at the first boss of the DLC. I was able to do it first try, and I'll share my secret with you. Rotten Breath and Black Knife Tish. Very easy and impeccable dodging skills. Anyway, once Frazier joins, waltz on into the boss room.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise. Dance and cavorte, cleanse all the poet. Cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny.
Summon Tish or Mimic Tear if you plan to, and just dodge until they take aggro. Then once they have aggro, just use Rotten Breath. However, if you don't plan to do that, you'll just have to get good. However, if you can dodge its random barrage, you should easily be able to defeat it, especially if you're a strength build with high health and poise. This boss has a couple phases. Its first phase is a little erratic, jumping around the room and spewing some fog. I assume it's death. However, as I haven't been hit by it, I'm not sure. Its second phase summons a bunch of lightning that spreads around the arena. This S phase is even more erratic as it just casts lightning. It has a move where it fires a lightning beam from its mouth and spreads around the arena a bit. Its next phase summons the wind. He'll send tornadoes at you. In this phase, when he jumps around, he'll be wrapped in wind. And his next one is frost. He'll slam the ground and send frost in 4 directions around him. And every attack he does add frost on the ground around where he attacked. And his tail whip adds frost mist after it. After this one, he'll quickly run through the previous phases in a last-ditch effort. After you defeat it, where it dies, it'll drop its head. Make sure to collect the grace. Its head is massive. It covers basically your entire upper body. It honestly looks like a caricature. It increases dex and strength by 4, but lowers effect from the Flask of Sacred Tears. On the right side of the boss room will be your elevator. Go up the elevator and go straight and open the giant door. Collect the revered spirit ashes. Then head to the left and go up the stairs. It seems we'll be getting our cardio today. This is crazy long. Anyway, halfway up we got a spirit. He seems to be pleading for the tower to lead Miquella to godhood to grant everyone salvation. Anyway, at the top, collect the letter. We won't be able to enter the tower because it's blocked by a shadow. The letter states that we need to follow the crosses that will lead us to Miquella. Anyway, head back down to the first grace in Belurat. Since we got the well depths key, we're gonna go use it. Head straight and defeat the big guy just like before. However, instead of going left, turn right, and at the back left will be a well. Take the ladder down. At the bottom, open the gate door, then head straight. We'll come across our favorite part of every FromSoft game. A poison swamp. Hallelujah. Anyway, if you head right, you'll be able to open the door behind the Grace. But if you head straight, there be a poison ulcerated tree spirit you'll be able to summon for this fight. But once you defeat it, you'll get the immunizing horn charm +2. Honestly, very nice. Now for the storeroom key. So at the small altar, Grace, head out the door and head left along the bridge. At the end on the left will be a door. Open it and head inside. Talk to the little old lady at the back. Talking to her gives us no dialogue unless we wear the divine beast head.
Oh, such a joy to smell the scent again. Does a sculpted keeper stand before me? Oh, as I felt the sacred beast's essence fade, a great anxiety welled up within. Forgive this old woman her foolish fears. 'Tis such relief I cannot express. After an eternity of the mind, our voices have at last reached the heavens, as evinced by thy gracious arrival. Oh, oh, oh. I implore, vessel of the sacred beast, have my son accompany thee to war, and dance thy dance of beauteous color. Take vengeance upon Mesmerity's lot. They who betrayed us, aye, they who burned us, let them face in thy wrath their just deserts. My song will I sing in service to thee. O sculpted keeper, channel thy color into the most resplendent of dances. My song will I sing in service to thee. Fire sphere delivered, we beg of thee to dance and cavort, dance and cavort. Cleanse all that thou wilt, cruelty, woe, and those who play the strumpet's vile progeny.
After talking to her, go to the door at the back and open it. It leads nowhere. Nice. Anyway, let's go use the remembrance. Head to the round table hold and talk to Enya. We can't get any champion armor. However, we naturally have two options for equipment. The first one is a talisman that increases damage of storms, and the second one is the divine beast stomp, which seems to be a better version of Hoarfrost stomp. Anyway, that's what I chose. Go back to the first cross and talk to Freyja.
Ah, well met. That was a fine battle indeed. It heartens me that another warrior stands among us, among the beckoned. Long ago, I was stricken by scarlet rot in the swamp of Aeonia. Immobile, feverish, and in great pain, I was entirely resigned to death. I was left behind, and only kindly Mikola was good enough to seek me out. My wound was swollen and festering, exuding a most pungent odor, and yet he drained the poison from it, despite my wretched visage. Now, I consider this wound my compass. Let us both take kindly Mikola's guidance to heart. May we meet again on the battlefield, brave warrior. Do you wonder why the eternally dour fellow keeps his distance? He's one of the tower's hornsent. I can only assume he fights for his own reasons and carries his own burdens, but we needn't concern ourselves with his affairs. He too was charmed by kindly Mikola and guided here, and that makes us allies. We're not gods, you and I. Even if we did manage to dig up the secrets of his past, I doubt our meddling could ever amount to much. Let us both take kindly Mikola's guidance. We meet again on the battlefield.
After that talk to the guy a bit down the hill,
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Mikola. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed. Set aflame. I believe Mikola's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy. And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Mikola it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Mikola. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me. I urge you, as long as you
I missed this earlier, but he gives a cross map that kinda lets you know where to go next. Anyway, that is all for the video. I hope you enjoyed or found it helpful. I fought the Divine Beast at 2 in the morning. I expected to lose, I just fought it, hoping to figure out its moves a bit. I got incredibly lucky. Anyway, if you somehow made it this far, thanks for sticking around. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. It would really help out the channel and mean a lot to me. Until next time.